everybody. How has everybody been? I am so excited to be here on today. Let me tell y'all what. If you haven't heard me in all the 96 episodes that we have done, this is number 97. I know it was on the show from last week, 97, but today is actually number 97. It's Saturday morning. I think it's the last Saturday in October, but I want to tell y'all what. If you haven't heard me in 97 episodes to love yourself, then hear me loud today. Learn to love yourself, because when you love yourself, it will help you to navigate through the good, the bad, the ups, the downs in life. And then you'll still come out with joy, because what you want more than anything from our Father and from God, for those of you who have not made him your Father, through all of it, he brings joy, and he wants us to have a fantastic, fabulous life. Good morning, everybody. I am glad to see you all. We have a lot to cover today. I am up. I'm excited. I'm off today. Thank God. And I have been doing lots and lots and lots of research. Today, we're going to do a juice that was requested. The juice actually is from episode number 9. And the fruit in the juice is pineapples, and that's the only fruit in the juice. But in the vegetables will be cilantro, and then we have a nice spice of ginger. Another vegetable is carrots and celery. So this juice, I call it the lung cleanse. But this juice will actually go in and do so much, much more for the entire body. And then another thing we're going to talk about today is the adrenal glands. I'm learning about glands. I'm learning about what glands do in the body, their purpose in the body. But today we're going to talk about the adrenal gland, because the adrenal gland helps with heart health, metabolism. Can you believe it? The God that we serve is so magnificent, so amazing, that he just wants us to focus on him and all of his goodness. Let me tell y'all something. My phone is over here by me. I'm going to cut it down because I don't even want it to ring today on me while I'm trying to do this show, because I am excited about what I'm doing, everything that I have to cover, and it is a lot to cover. And I want to tell y'all this too. I'm going to wash my hands. I want to tell y'all this too about this particular show. This particular show is like the culmination of all the shows for me, to see, where am I in my walk with God? Where are you in your walk with God? The challenges in life, are they telling you pull away, or are they telling you get closer? For me, it is getting closer, getting so close to him, because there is so much information that's going. And I want to tell y'all that all I know is the way in which I came to know God from reading. I learned about him through reading. But what I love about his spirit will guide you into all truth. And that's John, I think it's 16:13. Howbeit, when he, the spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. He will not speak of himself, but he will say whatever he hears the Father say. So listen to me. All of us have, when we receive Christ into our life, everybody don't want Christ. I get it, but I do. So for those of you who are like myself, who want Christ in your life, he allows his spirit to come and reside in your spirit, and then he will lead you into truth. So when you hear error, it's irritating, isn't it? It's like it throws everything about you off. But when you hear truth, when you hear truth, I hope that I said that right, because I'm not going to re-record this. When you hear truth, truth comes to bring you into peace. Sometimes before you can get to the peace, there's a lot of turmoil in everybody's opinion, and a lot of things that are going on, things that are said, things that may have read, things that you've seen on TV that bring confusion, things on the internet, things in social media. There is so much information going on. But the spirit of truth comes with the Prince of Peace. And so then peace comes. Peace I am in pursuit of peace. I've been in so many different conversations since our last juice show. And I want to tell y'all, all of those things to me brought me to this one conclusion. My walk with God is my walk with God. It may be different from yours. My walk with God and my experiences in my walk with God are so different from yours. But that's how He is. None of us have the same thumbprint, fingerprints. None of us. None of us have the same voice box. None of us are so matched. Even identical twins don't have the same prints, the footprints of the body. So, y'all, come on. Let's ease up off of everybody. Get off of my back. I'm going to get off of your back. Let's just love one another and understand my walk with God and your walk with God is so uniquely manufactured and made by Him. His thoughts for us are peace and not of evil, to give us an expected end. So, however that journey is, stay close to God so that in the end, when it's all said and done, you're going to walk in your purpose. You're going to have peace. You're going to have joy. You're going to have victory. And you're going to have all of heaven on your side, backing you, walking with you through this journey in life. So, with all of that being said, let me tell you about my dad, because I got so many notes over here, y'all, that I am so ready to move forward with the Juice Show today. Listen at this. I don't know where I got this from, but it says the greatest man in history had no servants, yet they called him master. He had no degree, yet they called him teacher. Had no medicines, yet they called him healer. He had no army, yet kings feared him. He won no military battles, yet he conquered the world. He committed no crime, yet they crucified him. He was buried in a tomb, yet he lives today. His name is Jesus. And if you want to know this man that will walk with you through every single thing, just bow your head right now and just pray this quick prayer with me. Father, I ask that you forgive me of all my sins. I ask you cleanse me from all unrighteousness. I believe that God raised Jesus from the dead, and I ask that you come in my heart, come in my life, and be Lord of my life. I surrender my will, my thoughts, my emotions, my entire being to you, because what I am doing is not working. In the name of Jesus. And now, if you prayed that prayer with me, you just received Jesus in your life. And I want to tell you, your life is going to change. And the first thing that I'm believing that you're going to experience is the Prince of Peace, that He comes in and He strips away all of the frustration that you're feeling right now about life. It is not worth it to get on medication, to overeat, to do all of these things, to get on drugs. And I'm talking about street drugs. And I'm talking about those relationships that you're in that are toxic, that are causing you not to feel good about you. And you don't have the courage to tell yourself the truth about it. I want to tell y'all, that's why I say this is the culmination of all of the juice shows for me. It's not the end of them, but for me, this show says it all. Love yourself enough that you can see who in your life is good for you and who in your life is not good for you. Am I saying that you can't be kind to people? That is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying they don't have to be in your inner circle. They don't have to be so close to you that they frustrate you every single day. Come on now. God didn't give you your life for somebody else to tell you what to do with it. Now, children, let me stop right there. You obey your parents in the Lord. Obey your parents because they have a plan for you, hopefully. They have somewhere that they want you to go, hopefully. They're being good to you, hopefully. And if not, you have so many resources out there that you can tell somebody if you're telling the truth. I'm not in a good place. My home life is not good. And don't lie on your parents now, because I have a young lady that's been in my life for a while. And you know what? When she can't have her way, she will lie. and manipulate and have other people to believe the lie that she's telling, which causes a lot of confusion. Don't be caught up in that. It's so many voices that are out there. I heard somebody told me this week that, the Bible talks about this, and you're not African, you're not black, you're not American, you're Hebrew. And I told God, I said, at the end of the day, I don't care. As long as I got you in my life, I don't care what my race is. I don't care where my ancestors really came from. Maybe that is somebody else's passion. It's not mine. My passion is one thing and one thing only. I run on Jesus and juice. And I want to tell y'all, get all of this stuff out of your head. What book of the Bible says this? Does it help you get to where you're trying to get to? I'm around people who their religious beliefs and what doctrine that they have produced in their church that they've followed all of these years, if it's not producing life and peace and success quickly, then go back and look at it and take that thing to God and say, God, you know what? In my church or in my organization or in my fraternity, they're saying that I should do this. What do you believe? What is your word telling me about this? Listen, y'all, these are conversations in the last couple of months that's been coming towards me. At the end of the day, I took a deep breath. I went and sat with the Spirit of Truth. And he said, all of it doesn't matter. The one thing that does matter is this. Is your soul right with God? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. When you are in right relationship with God, I'm telling y'all what, it's just such a good life. When you mess up, the scripture says, ask God to forgive you, and he will forgive you and cleanse you of all unrighteous acts. Period. All of us mess up. All of us fall short. I don't know why we have a microscope over on somebody else's shortcomings. Listen, I heard this week from my dad. So I had a problem that came up again. Listen, it's life. But what I learned, God said to me, because I was holding something against somebody from years, 35 years. Can you believe it? And this person, I don't even know them. I've only heard about them. But I was holding something against them because they are in my family, but indirectly have an effect on my family. And the Lord said to me, I have forgiven them. Whoa. Now I need you to forgive them. And then he said this to me. He said, did I tell you that they had to come in your life, be best buddies with you? He said, no, I just want you to forgive them because I have. All right, guys, we're already at 13 minutes. That's a mouthful. All right, so I'm going to start loading the juicer because I'm excited. Remember, we have the Nama juicer. You can order it from, I guess, nama.com, but it is in the description box. And I promise, put in episode 97 for today. I will load up the items that we sell, that we talk about in the description box. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. To all of the subscribers, here's a big hug from me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I hope that you learn something every time you watch, even if it's about navigating into a better space, a better place in your life, because that's what you want. That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to do in the midst of it all. Love yourself enough to take some time for yourself. I'm telling y'all what, this morning when I got up, I did not text anybody. I just spent time with God, talking to him, letting him talk to me, letting him tell me, you need to drink more water. You need more water. And I'll tell y'all why. Because I have been fasting. And so when I come off the fast, I don't even think about drinking water. But he told me, you need to drink more water during your fasting times. Whenever they are, drink more water, flush your system out, get all of those toxins out. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, God, okay, thank you. But just to be with him this morning, no phone, no computer, no nothing. And I'm telling y'all what, I already feel refreshed and revived. And then I want to tell y'all this. I have a new man in my life. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all what. He's 2 years old. And if he is not, and he works, he comes up to my shop. I'm going to put his little picture up there because he comes up to my shop with his mom and he works, right? Can you see that little cutie patootie right there? He has pliers in his hands because he thinks he's working. So I'm going to tell y'all a story because it's things like this that God will use anybody he wants to use to help you to take your mind off of the garbage that wants to come and infiltrate our thoughts. So the other day, he took one of the tools off and the upholsterer was working and it was something that was needed. I gave him his little tools. He has a getter and has a pair of pliers, and he really thinks that he's stripping furniture, right? So he takes this, it's a blower that blows off once the job is finished. It just blows off all the thread, all the lint, everything that gets on the client's furniture. So he takes the blower and he puts it behind his back, and I see it, and I'm like, give it to me. No, it's mine. And I say, give it to me and take it back to the upholsterer and tell him I'm sorry. And he looked at me and this blew my mind. And he said, I'm not sorry. He said it. He said, I'm not sorry in that tone to me. Some people would say he's just too something. He needs a whipping or he needs to be corrected or he needs to go in timeout. And I said, then tell him I apologize. And he said, I apologize. Isn't that something? Guys, this is my new guy in my life. God uses him to just fill up all of those places. Because sometimes when you become an empty nester, your grandkids are grown. You just need a little one in your life to make you laugh, to make you cry, to make you get upset. Like, don't you do that? To make you afraid because you think they're gonna hurt themselves. I just wanted to add that in there. Hey, Cairo, I just love you so much, and he gave me kisses. So hey, y'all, let's make this juice. Let's do what we're going to do today. But by all means, love yourself, take care of yourself, because that's the most serious thing about the whole conversation today. And love God. And love God. But know who you can invite into your space. Again, the Nama Juicer, guys, is when you load it, you put the softer ingredients first. So we got cilantro. I'm going to give you the list again. We have cilantro, we have ginger, we have celery, carrots, and pineapples. You load up in your Nama Juicer the items that are soft. So I did not cut up the cilantro because that would have been a bit much. But I am going to fill this juicer with that. And then the next thing that is soft, because I do want to have the next soft item would be this. Oh, the cilantro smells delicious. I'm going to go ahead and put some celery in there. And I'm going to put a couple of pieces of the ginger. I'm going to put some pineapple next. And pineapple is so sweet today, guys. Yep, this was a request for me to make it for a friend of mine's brother. So I thought, well, since I'm going to make it, I'll make plenty and I'll make enough for my hubby and I. All right? So we're going to go ahead and turn the juicer on, and then I'm going to tell y'all all the wonderful benefits of this juice. We're going to do that first, and then we're going to talk about the adrenal glands, okay? So I have some new jars too before we move on because I want to tell y'all. So, because I don't know all of this, but I'm going to tell y'all this, okay? 1 cup equals a half a pint. 2 cups equals 1 pint. 4 cups equal 2 pints. And 16 cups equals 8 pints or a gallon. So now this is 6. So that is 2, 4, 6. So this is 2, 4, 6. So we have almost a gallon of juice in this jar here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move these out of the way because I know that I'm going to be making a lot of juice this morning. Isn't that beautiful already? And it's not putting out a lot of pulp, which is the best thing that could possibly happen because that means that we're getting more juice. So there is that. That's the cilantro, carrot, and pineapple juice already. Now over here, I have 4 cups. So right over here, I have my quart. So that's actually 0.5 quarts already. So we're going to fill this up again. But I am so excited, guys, because I am going to put everything that I have in this juice in these bowls, because I do want to make a lot of this juice for me and the person that requested it, but also for my husband and I to carry us. One of the things that I might suggest to y'all, I'm learning a lot of things and I like experimenting too, but I turned the temperature down in my refrigerator. I have 2 refrigerators here in the new house, and so the one that I keep the fruit in, excuse me, I've turned that refrigerator down 1 degree so that it will keep my fruits and vegetables longer. Why do I do that? Because I don't juice as often as I used to. I make a large container of juice and then it lasts me for the week. So, like last week when we did the juice, um, I put it in the large jars, put it in the refrigerator, and I made, of course, my favorite. And so I had almost 2 gallons of juice, and that carried me for the week. So just a little tip for y'all to do that. Turn your refrigerator down 1 degree and it'll keep your fruits and vegetables a little longer. Now, you might get a little, excuse me, you might get a little bit of ice on the juice or on your fruits and vegetables, but that's okay. When you rinse them off, they will be already nice and cold and they will be ready for you to drink whenever you want them. All right? So I'm going to let that just drain off in there instead of having that closed. Now you can see the carrots coming through. I'm going to continue to fill this up, guys, because I do want I want to get through making this juice pretty quickly. That's a lot of celery, and I tell y'all, if y'all have ever noticed, I don't juice celery that often because it's not a flavor that I like in juice. I do like celery because I like celery in when my husband makes us tuna fish. I love celery and tuna fish. I'm going to do another piece of ginger because I want the ginger in this particular drink and this particular juice to be fairly strong. All right, I do. I'm going to put some more carrots in there and some more pineapples. I got lots and lots of carrots and lots of pineapples today. And so I'm going to go ahead and put some more of those in. But I want to tell you, I can't tell y'all enough, love yourself. I want to thank those of you who have looked at the show. We have over 300 people that have watched the first episode, and I am very thankful for that. So thank you guys for watching, subscribing, and liking and sharing. All right. So we're going to go ahead with this. I'm going to tell y'all the benefits of the celery juice or celery, the benefits of all of the ingredients in this juice. We're going to start with celery first. I have a booklet because I had to learn early. I was doing so much research on so many different things or so many different fruits and vegetables that I had to create a folder so that it would be easier for me to find each item that we were juicing just for time reasons. All right. There are 8 benefits that I found. The first one on the celery, it says that celery contains high levels of what is called androstenone. And androstenol are male hormones, which stimulates arousal in women. Did y'all know that? Just in celery. Yeah, I'm not saying the word. It's very intimate in marriage because children watch this show. And so I just want to tell y'all that there is high levels of androstenone, which is similar to, what do they call that? I don't even know what it's called anymore. Uh, but it's one of those pills that they used to sell for men. But celery has the same substance in it to help with that. All right. It improves sperm count. Studies suggest that has protection. Uh, celery has protection against a substance that may damage your cell count. Celery extract enhances the sperm count as well as performance that would stimulate sperm being produced. It may be because it appears to have inhibitive effects against free radicals, which can adversely impact fertility. Celery can even increase the secretion of testosterone, a male hormone. We are going to talk about hormones today. Um, and the reason why we're going to talk about hormones today is because hormones affect every cell in the body, our hormones. And so our hormones are found in the glands in the body. So, there is your adrenal glands that sit on top of the kidneys. You have the pancreas, which is a gland. Go figure. You also have, what else do we have? That's a gland. You have the thyroid, that's a gland. You have I think it's the pineal, that's a gland. And there are other glands throughout the body. I think there are 8 major glands in the body, but I could be wrong with that count. So don't hold me to the count of glands. But they help with all of the major functions. That's not closed tight. Help with all the major functions. I'm going to take one of those out. Help with all the major functions. All right, so I've done something that's causing this thing to just turn off on me. Probably, I know what it is. If you're using your Nama juicer and it actually cuts off, it's because your top might not be on right or something is not connected properly. Okay, so going back to the benefits of celery. Didn't know all of that when it came to sexual activity and those kinds of things, but it is good to know, right? Celery reduces cancer risk. It contains 2 potent anti-cancer compounds, apigenin and luteolin, that promote free radical destruction and promote cancer cell death. This is in the celery, y'all. So I am going to make sure that I forward this video to all of the people that I know that have told me they have relatives that have been diagnosed with cancer. And I know that y'all know that the reason why I started this juice show is because I am a cancer beater, but based on the fruits, the vegetables, the seeds, the nuts, the beans, and everything that God made for mankind to consume in his body, I had to change. And God healed me of cancer just from food, without chemo, without radiation, without all of that. And I did have surgery though. And I will tell you that I did have surgery. So look at that. Celery reduces cancer risk, lowers your blood pressure level. Celery contains high amount of phytochemicals known as what is that? Phthalate or phthalates. This compound relaxes the artery muscles and increases blood flow. Celery. So when you have your tuna, or Thanksgiving is coming up, and we gotta season our turkeys with a lot of celery. It goes inside of the stuffing. So listen, make sure that even after the holidays, you continue to include celery in your diet. All right. What else does it do? Because I like it. I like these benefits that celery is bringing. Prevents inflammation. Celery is rich in uh, various antioxidants, which help with inflammation. Celery is an antibacterial, antiviral properties. It is that luteolin, prevent inflammation in the brain cells. Listen, y'all, we don't want inflammation in the brain cells. All right. Listen at this. Research suggests that celery acts like an anti-inflammatory drug like aspirin and ibuprofen. So what about before you run to the store, I need this, I need that, these ibuprofen drugs. What about just keeping some celery in your refrigerator? What about that? I'm telling y'all, every time I do the show, it's a God factor. I cannot get away from him because he's the one that created all of this stuff. It may also have a pain reducing effect, and it may be protective against stomach damage that can occur from taking non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. That's that NSAIDs drugs, right? Promotes nerve cells health and promotes nerve cells health and prevent memory loss. I figured that when it said that it helps against the brain inflammation. Okay. Celery contains apigenin that is excellent for the growth and development of nerves. Apigenin may also contribute to the health of neurons. Celery also prevents memory loss as it contains specific compounds known as L3N-butyl phthalate or phthalate. Celery extract plays a valuable role in treating Alzheimer's diseases and preventing it from developing in the first place. I'm getting tongue-tied today, but that's okay because we're going to do this show. And I didn't tell you at the beginning, but it's going to be a little bit long today because I want to cover every single thing. All right? Aids in digestion. The antioxidants and the anti-inflammatory systems it helps to protect the entire digestive tract. So that means from the time that it enters your mouth and goes down your throat and goes through your esophagus and hits your stomach and hits the small intestines and then the large intestines. When it gets in your small intestines, it's beginning to push those nutrients to all the organs and cells and tissues and glands and the lymphatic system. That's what celery will do for us. All right. It helps to reduce weight. When you eat it, the fiber keeps you full for a longer time, and that's what we're after. Not only do we juice our fruits and vegetables, but we have to eat them for the fiber because it's going to help us to lose weight, because it's going to help us to feel fuller longer. Feeling fuller longer and the fiber going in also helps to lower the cholesterol. All right? And that is it on the celery. The other thing that's in this juice, and I'm going to try to move a little bit quick. I know y'all can't see me, but you can hear me. Carrots. Carrots, this is what carrots are good for. 1 serving of carrots is considered a half a cup. And let's look at this. Carrots help boost your immune system because they have detoxifying properties, full of vitamin C. They help with your vision because they have the lutein and the zeaxanthin and beta carotene. They help remove the retinal oxidative stress while lowering your risk of macular degeneration. Yeah. All right. That's the carrots. What else do they do? Listen at this. They help control diabetes. The fiber in carrots can help keep blood sugar levels under control. That's when we eat them, right? Let me turn that on. They can strengthen your bones because they have calcium and vitamin K. Now, these are some of the risks of carrots. Carrots can turn your skin orange if you really love them and eat too many of them. They also can change. Too much beta carotene also may cause problems for people who can't change the vitamin C, change it to vitamin A. And such people have hyperthyroidism, right? Some people, carrots cause you to itch, all right? Because of the product, it's called oral allergy syndrome. Your body reacts to the proteins in certain fruits and vegetables. And believe it or not, the cells in the body need the proteins. from the fruits and the vegetables. So that's the benefits of carrots. I think it has some more, but you guys do some research on something that you really like. And one day we'll do our our workshop live with you. One day, just invite me. You can call and schedule for us to come. That number to call is 757-595-9643. I did put it out there because I am inviting you to invite me to come and do workshops with you so we can have a good time, we can answer questions, and then when we do our conference, because I wanted to do it this month, but that didn't work out for me, and I apologize for those of you who may have been looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm even looking forward to when I get my book in hand. Yeah, 52 Days to Rebuilding Your Broken Life. I am looking forward to when I have it in hand so I can put it in the description box and you can order it and you can order lots of copies for your family because I'm telling y'all what, it's a really, 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 really good book. Not because I wrote it, but because the Spirit of Truth guided me to what to say. So, the benefits of cilantro rids the body of heavy metals. This is, let's see, arsenic, cadmium, aluminum, lead, and mercury can become resident in our tissues. This can lead to heart disease, hormonal imbalances, neurological conditions, infertility, and so much more. Cilantro, also known scientifically as Coriandrum sativum, has been shown to bind these toxic metals together, loosening them from tissue and facilitating their elimination from the body. Did y'all hear that? Metals in the body that can be produced from exposure to metals. I don't know where they come from. I'm not going to say where they come from. But I do know that if you have been diagnosed with too much metal in your system, then cilantro, something that's in this juice, all right? One animal model found that Coriandrum sativum significantly decreased lead-induced oxidative stress, and it accelerated the removal of heavy metals from the body. In this study, the herb was used to help remove stubborn heavy metal deposits that continued to plague patients, even after initial infection symptoms had faded. So you see, it's like in the water in Michigan, and then I think it's when the toxins from different chemicals that are put in the soil to kill off insects in plants, and then all of that stuff during the rain times, it washes off into the river and the oceans and the lakes and the streams, and then people begin to drink that water. Cilantro will help give the counter effects of that. All right. Cilantro helps with oxidative stress, which has been linked to cancer, heart disease, arthritis, Alzheimer's, macular degeneration, and much more. So you see two things that we are juicing. Carrots and the cilantro helps with cancer, oxidative stress, helps with Alzheimer's, helps with macular degeneration, with your eyesight, with your vision. Yeah, I'm excited today, guys, because I knew that I was going to give you all a boatload of information, and hopefully you will watch the show when you're sitting at your desk or when you're going for your walk or when you're driving in your car, connected to your Bluetooth system. Play it, but get the information and apply it to your life. That's why I'm doing it. You know, a lot of people challenge me, why are your shows so long? Because people are dying and don't have to. People are sick, and I'm not saying we're never going to die, but why not give yourself a better quality of life? I'm not saying that you won't get sick from something, but at least build up your immune system and your defense cells so that you can feel better. Amen, amen, amen. All right, the herb's strong antioxidant properties, in part due to the flavonoid quercetin, helps protect against the damage caused by free radicals in the body. What else does cilantro do? Cilantro reduces anxiety. A lot of people are dealing with all of these anxious feelings. Why? Because your system is in information overload. Even a doctor or a doctor's visit can cause you to have anxiety. Why? Because you don't really know what to do next. And you're trusting the physicians and the medical field to help you. I get it. But why won't you, once you get the diagnosis, say to yourself, I'm going to put on episode number 97 and I'm going to listen to what I need to eat, what I need to juice, what I need to put in my body every single day to help get rid of some of these degenerative diseases. I'm begging y'all. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on now. Let's cut off all of the information and all of the people that's got a lot of information. I am giving you something that's proven. These things that I incorporated in my diet, and I cut out all of the junk from my diagnosis. I had to cut out all of the junk. It's called an elimination diet. Eliminate the junk. You know it's killing you. You know it's making you feel bad. You know that you can hardly move around. You can't even squat down to pick up a piece of paper. Your life has been pulled from you because of wrong food choices, toxins in the environment. Please, I'm begging you, do the elimination diet and eliminate all of that stuff. And for 4 months, incorporate all good, clean fruits and vegetables and seeds and nuts and beans. Cook your food more nutritiously, not with a bunch of vegetable oils and a bunch of bad fat. Remember we talked about fats. Please, I'm begging y'all, take care of your health. Again, I like telling my age. Why? I am 66 years old and I am not on any medication. Zero. My medication is I medicate with the foods that God left in the earth to heal the body naturally. I meditate in His Word. That's what keeps me alive. I'm begging y'all. This show is for you and for me. I want us to feel better. I want us to be able to have clear thoughts so that when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of God will raise a standard and we will have a mind to pray, a mind to push in, to get rid of all of the stuff that's coming against us. And it's a lot. The country is at war. Our country is at war. Excuse me, y'all. The country is at war. Again, I'll say it. Our country is at war because we're assisting somebody. So that puts us at war, right? What do we do? What are we going to do about it? That will cause stress enough. But when we have that relationship with God, when we're eating properly, when we're putting the right foods in our system, that's going to eliminate some of the anxiety that is being caused by all of, again, information overload. That's all it is. Information overload. We're getting too much negative information in our system. I'm dumping my pulp catcher. We're getting too much negative information in. But what about putting something positive in? Can we please do that? Come on, guys. I'm just asking you. I'm asking you. But I'm going to tell you what. Who knew? Who knew that the God that we serve, the one that we've asked into our life, is so brilliant? He is brilliant. He made this body. All right, guys, I'm going to move on. Some of the most common side effects. Listen at this. See, when you take anti things that'll help you to sleep, things that'll make your mood a little bit better, listen at these, some of the side effects of these drugs that are given for anxiety and depression. Some of the most common side effects of some of these drugs are confusion, hallucinations, risk-taking behavior, agitation, aggression, memory problems, and muscle weakness. Cilantro will help relieve anxiety, improve your sleep without these potentially dangerous side effects. Guys, cilantro. Cilantro will do this. That's why we're putting a lot of it in this juice. I was asked, can you make this new juice, excuse me, well, juice from episode number 9. Somebody I know is in trouble and I want to help them. I'm giving you the benefits. Like I told y'all, this show is going to be a little bit lengthy because we need to know what is available to us and we need to stop being on information overload. Back away from a lot of stuff that's causing you stress, anxiety, and depression. And stop believing every single thing until you exhaust yourself with research on healing. Why won't you research the fruit and the vegetable that you're about to put in your body or some of the junk food that you're feeding yourself? I had to, but I did research on the foods that I was eating that my body began to crave as I began to do the elimination diet and get rid of fried chicken, get rid of what the sugar, so the foods that I started craving began to bring healing to my body. Do y'all know in 4 months of changing and eating clean, my body stopped the cancer cells from growing and spreading? That's right. That's right. Because it was stage 2. It had gone to a second area in my body. But because I changed, it stopped it. When I stopped the foolishness and the dead food that I was feeding myself, lots of sugar, lots of cake and ice cream and pie, lots of white flour things, lots of pastas. Yeah, that's made with white flour, bleached. They say it's unbleached. But listen at that. It's processed. That's processed food. Come on, y'all. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. And I heard somebody say, well, almond flour is processed. Yes, it is. But it is raw almonds ground. When we get the wheat now, it's going through a process of taking away the whey protein, WHEY, whey protein. That's extracted. We need that. Guys, please, I'm begging you, love yourself, eat clean, take care of your health. Cilantro supports heart health, prevents urinary tract infections. Yeah, I want to make sure that I've covered everything. It lowers, it comes against your risk of Alzheimer's. Listen at this. It prevents food poisoning. Yeah. All right, guys. I know I got to move on because I do still have a lot more to cover. We're going to do the benefits of the ginger. And I'm going to add some more because I'm going to juice all of these. I see it. I want to tell y'all one of the things about the Nama juicer because I do have to give y'all, a rating of it. If it's something that you're going to use every day like I do, you will eventually have to, oh boy, you'll eventually have to order parts. So I'm going to tell you that. It's not a bad juicer. Can't say anything bad about it. But if you use it a lot like I do, you are definitely going to have to order parts for it. Okay? Because a lot of the components of the juicer are plastic. And if those components don't work, then your juicer won't work. Okay? All right. The benefits of ginger, and I'm going to move quickly because we're already at 48 minutes. And let's see. The benefits of ginger, there's a ingredient in ginger that's called gingerol, which has powerful medicinal properties. And these medicinal properties are such. They treat many forms of nausea, especially morning sickness. Also, ginger helps with motion sickness. And so you might want to make you some ginger juice or something like that. A lot of kids are having problems with motion sickness and things like that. So one of the things that you can do, I believe, that you can give your child, grind up some ginger or cook ginger in your food so that your kids can get it. Make some ginger bread with real ginger and give that to your kids, and that'll help too, right? Helps with weight loss, helps with osteoporosis, drastically lowers blood sugars and improve heart disease risk, help with chronic indigestion, reduces menstrual pain, lowers your cholesterol levels. This is ginger, guys, and has contains that substance, that gingerol in it. It prevents cancer. So look at this. This is a cancer-fighting, metal-killing, toxin-releasing juice that we're making on today, right? And then I think that there is one more ingredient in this, and then we are going to talk about something that I think that all of us would like to know about. The benefits of the pineapples. I'm going to give you all the quick version. But pineapples have vitamin C, and you get 1/3 of your recommended daily allowance of your vitamin C in a cup, right? 1/3 of your daily amount of vitamin C, which aids in tissue growth and repair. Vitamin C boosts the immune system and helps fight cancer, heart disease, and arthritis. This juice right here, guys, this one juice that we're doing today. And I think that I might put a little bit more cilantro because everything that I have in it, I'm going to taste it and see. All right. This pineapples also have manganese. I'm going to stir it up a little bit. I know y'all are saying, she didn't wash that spoon. No, my spoons were cleaned when I put them in there. I know, people. I know. All right. So I have over here, we have 3.5 quarts of juice that we've made. And it smells so good. The ginger is so strong in here. But look at that. It's a beautiful orange because the carrots have the dominant color. Oh, perfection. Okay, so I can taste the cilantro. It's not enough ginger in it, but that's good. All right, guys. I'm gonna finish adding the pineapples to it. I don't think I'm gonna add any more orange, the carrots, the beta carotene to it. I'm not gonna add any more ginger. I'm gonna finish with the pineapples, and I'm going to make some bone broth with the cilantro and carrots today and add some onions to that and add some ginger into that as well. But I do love the ginger. I might put another piece of the ginger in there just because. All right, guys, we are coming up to the last of the ingredients in this juice, and I am enjoying it. How about you? Are you enjoying the show today? I hope you are. I hope that you are finding out that you really need antioxidants in your body to build up your tissues and your cells. All right. Pineapples also, they fight cancer, heart disease, and arthritis. I know I said that. Has manganese. Pineapples has more than 100% of your recommended daily allowance of manganese. Manganese helps with bone formation, immune response, and metabolism. You know, that's why I say when I do the shows, and I'm excited about doing the shows, and I know God woke me up this morning to do this particular show. Do y'all know that I told y'all we were going to talk about the adrenal gland? The adrenal gland helps to monitor, helps your metabolism. And what does the pineapples do? Help with metabolism. That's why I love him. I cannot do without him. I just love him. And for those of you who don't have a relationship with him that is not tainted by religion, you're going to really enjoy your life. You are. And you know why you're going to enjoy your life? You're not going to be afraid to take risk with God. People will try to restrict you, telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, you need to get in the prayer line today. You do whatever you need to do, but at the end of the day, you and God have a little powwow, and y'all sit out and y'all talk things through. And I promise you, yes, the prayer line is going to work, but when you get out of that prayer line, go back and sit with God and say, God, okay, what else can I do? And he's going to say, I need you to stop eating that junk. Come and sit with me so I can tell you how fearfully and wonderfully you're made and how to take care of that body that I created. Yeah. You'll plug in your cell phone when the battery dies. You'll go and call Geek Squad when your computer is not working. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You'll change the oil in that car. Oh, yeah. You'll change the battery in your phone and in your watch. We do all of that. We change the battery in our cars. We do all of that. But we never consider that God made what is necessary to recharge the cellular, molecular, glandular, skeletal. Whew. What else, Father? Hmm. Lymphatic, neurological system with food that he created in the earth. Yeah, y'all, I want to get to know him. I used to tell God this: God, there's got to be more. And you know what? There is so much, 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 much more to God. There is. But the more time you spend with him, he's going to say, do some research on this. And then when you do, he's going to blow your mind. Do research on food. And I'm talking about in its purest natural state. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fiber. This is the pineapples. Nearly 10% of your daily fiber needs are in 1 cup of pineapple. Fiber is necessary for a healthy gut and can help you stave off hunger, meaning it will keep you fuller longer. We talked about that before. That's in the carrots. Yeah, yeah. Come on, y'all. We're going to do this today. B vitamins. Now, this is important that you listen to this because it's in part B of this video. B vitamins. Pineapple gives you a healthy dose of several B vitamins, including thiamine, niacin, B6, and folate. That is B9. These nutrients help your body process energy from the food you eat. These nutrients help your body process energy from the food you eat. I'm going to say that again because it's very key to what God told me to talk about on the back end of this program today. These nutrients, the B vitamins that's in pineapples, help your body process energy from the food you eat. Energy being processed, metabolism. They're also critical to forming new red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your organs and tissues. You need oxygen in your brain. Your lungs need oxygen. Your blood needs oxygen. Are y'all understanding how powerful he is? Taste and see how good he is. Various minerals. Pineapple contains several minerals your body needs for proper function, including copper. Yes, it's a metal, but it is in the earth and it is good for the body, but of course not in just sitting and taking copper tablets. We can't do that. We have to ask God for wisdom. The word says, the word of God, the Bible says, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who will give to you liberally, and he won't hold it back from you. Potassium and magnesium, and that is the all of the ingredients in this juice. And I'm going to hold it up because right now, let's see. We have, so 1 quart is 8 pints. So 4 quarts. 4. Mm-hmm. So right now we're looking at about 2 gallons of juice, right? And so I am going to pour, and I'm going to show it to you too, because after I pour this juice in these containers, then what I'm going to do for you guys is this. I'm going to do part B. And for those of you who can't continue to listen, y'all have a blessed day. Have a great day. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. I'm begging you, love yourself. Love God, love yourself. And then ask God what to do with all the rest, and he will show you. I pray for your strength in your mind, in your body, and in your soul, and in your spirit. I pray that you feed yourself good things. That's feeding your soul. I pray that you meditate in the word day and night. That's feeding your spirit. And I pray that you eat nutritious foods every single day. That's feeding your body. And when you feed those 3 components, you are doing yourself the best service that you possibly could. I'm telling y'all, have a fantastic day. Have a wonderful day, guys. Love yourself. I'm not going to go off the air, but I'm saying bye-bye to those of you who could only watch the show, right? God bless you all. All righty, guys.